Hello. Welcome to our special program on spiritual enlightenment and unfolding world events, brought to you by the Grow Movement Nigeria.
Today's topic is the fallacy of racial discrimination, Part 2. Hello. Today we continue our discussion on the causes of racial discrimination, which, as we said in the last program, is due mainly to ignorance. We also pointed out last week that the Grail message explains in detail how all human beings originated as unconscious spirit seed grains in the uppermost part of creation known as the spiritual realm. Thus, all human beings are in essence spirits who share a common origin, paradise. We are here on earth in accordance with a divine mandate to awaken from our original state of unconsciousness to a state of self-consciousness, which we are to achieve through striving and experiencing the challenges of earth life according to the will of God. Through such experiencing, we would eventually become strong, mature, and perfect enough to return to paradise as fully fledged, mature human spirits. Meanwhile, the divine laws, especially the law of sowing and reaping, and the law of the attraction of homogeneous species, minutely monitor and manage our experiencing, and thereby bring about a continual grouping and regrouping of humanity into families, ethnic groups, and races, according to their spiritual strengths, weaknesses, and propensities. The consequences of every single person's activity in thought, word, and actual deed always return to that person and determine his or her fate, including the family and ethnic group to which he or she should belong at each particular stage of his or her earthly sojourn. It gradually becomes clear to the earnest seeker that indeed nothing is lost and nothing is forgotten in the strict, perfect, and just cycle which manifests the love and justice of the will of God in our lives. However, the cycle of sowing and reaping often goes beyond one earth life and determines our fate, because we incarnate on earth again and again, and this is very important to understand. In other words, we reincarnate to have a chance to make good past errors and advance in spiritual maturity. Thus, every earth life is a time of schooling. After physical death, if required for our maturing, we return to earth life, and the divine laws then sort us out into new classes or learning group opportunities in the particular families, races, and tribes which are best for us to advance spiritually, strictly according to what each one of us needs or deserves to make progress. It becomes easy to understand that those who may be gathered in groupings that may seem higher or lower, more endowed or less endowed, more advanced or less advanced than others, according to our earthly perceptions, are not in any way intrinsically superior or less equal than others. The intrinsic equality of all human beings is never compromised, no matter how highly or lowly placed each person may be here on earth, because we initially all arrived here equally equipped by the Creator's power, love, and justice. We will conclude this discussion next week. Please join us then. Thank you. Today's topic was the fallacy of racial discrimination, Part 2.
For further information, please visit the website www.growmessage.com. Email info at growlmovement-nigeria.org.